Hello everyone, it's great to see you again. Today I bring you some tips and tricks for randomized spawning. So if you don't have any teams, then you will consider these two options, but if you do have teams, I would consider these two options. Let's jump into it. So this first one, you just summon in an armor stand and then you flip a lever and it will just be spread around a particular spot. Now I don't know why it just broke. Oh, there we go again. Okay, so if I just kill myself, then I will be spawned here, so let's just place this here. And if I kill myself again, I will be spawned in a very different spot. So this is all random, and you can set wherever the radius you want to go. Now the important thing to note here is because I'm using the spread players commands, it will not land on water. So this is just 3 command blocks really. The first one summons in the armor stand, so this has got a spawn tag, and these two, we have the spawn tag being spread around that pole there. So I'm using the spread players command, so you put in your X and Z coordinates, and then you want to put the minimum spread distance, so that's from each other, the entities, and then you just put in the maximum spread distance, right false, so you don't have to worry about teams, and then at E tag equals spawn. And then to actually set the player's spawn point, then you execute from a random armor stand with where the tag equals spawn, and then you set the spawn point for a random player to that location. The next method allows you to have a little bit of control over where you place things. So let's say I place a spawn point, we'll use cobblestone to mark it down, here, and here, and here, and here. So it's not as random, but you can select exactly where you want your spawn points to be. So let's just run this clock, and all this is doing is setting a spawn point for a random player to that position with reference to a random armor stand. So if I just kill myself now, then I will appear at this armor stand. Let's mark it to show that we've been here. Let's do it again. And we are now at a different spot, so let's mark that one. Alright, and now we're back at this one again, so let's mark it with grass. And you get the idea. It's a random spawn point every time. And that's all there really is to that system. It's just choosing a random armor stand and then choosing a random player to set the spawn point for. So what if you have teams and you want their spawn points to be in different places? Well, don't worry, I've got you covered. So these armor stands have different tags. This one has a spawn tag and this one has a tag of spawn 1. So let's turn on the system and you will see that these armor stands are being spread around 2 different poles. So let's take a look at what's going on here. So we have a spread players, so our spawn tag is being spread around these coordinates right here, and then our spawn 1 are being spread around a different set of coordinates. And wow, how do you know what kind of team you have? Well, it picks a random armor stand with a tag of spawn, and then it will pick a random player with a team of 0, and then it will set their spawn point there. The same thing goes for the next one. It selects a random armor stand where the tag is spawn 1, and then it will select a random player where team equals 1. So how do you add someone to a team? Well, you go scoreboard, teams, add, and then you add the name of the team. So let's go 1. Alright, so added new team 1. And to add the player together, you go scoreboard teams, join, and then whatever player you want. So in this case, it's 1. And then you put in whoever you want to join that team. So I will go, I'm in team 1 now, so I should spawn around that lapis pillar right there. And there we are, I'm spawning around the lapis pillar. Now it looks like the red one as well because they're close together, and that's just a poor design choice. So let's say you want to be very, very specific. So this guy has an entity tag of tag spawn, and this guy has an entity tag of tag spawn 1. So let's have our red team spawn around this area here. So we'll just set our spawn points here, and we'll have our blue team to only spawn here, for example. So all that's going on now is just the same system as before, but just with more command blocks, really. So we're looking for a tag of spawn, random armor stand, and then it's going to spawn point a random player in the team of 0 to that location. And for the other one, it's the same thing except for a tag of spawn 1 and a team of 1. So this is useful in PvP scenarios where you have multiple teams or whatever you want. So I hope you learned something today, and as always, thank you very much for watching. Take care.